Good morning and welcome to the ADS Securities Markets Update. Beginning with the Asian session, as always, we had only two economic releases from Australia and China, which had a slight impact on the markets. Beginning with Australia, the trade balance deficit widened slightly toward minus 93 billion in November, comparing to minus 0.88 billion in October, while the estimates were to widen further toward minus 1.59 billion Australian dollar. However, this is the lowest trade deficit in almost 3 months. In China, the HSBC Services PMI came in higher, rising toward 53.4 in December, up from 53 in November, which is also the second monthly increase in a row and the highest rating in 3 months. The Asian equities tumbled in Asia following the notable decline in Europe and the US yesterday, following the continuous decline in oil prices across the globe. As for the European session ahead, all eyes will be headed toward the Services PMIs today, which will be released from Spain, Italy, France, Germany and the Eurozone. The market estimates are to show an improvement in Spain, weaker figures in France and Italy, while Germany and the Eurozone is expected to show some stabilization. Furthermore, in the UK, the Services PMI is expected to rise toward 58.9 in December, up from 58.6 in November, which would be also the second monthly increase in a row and the highest reading in almost 3 months. Going forward to the US session today, there are three economic releases will be released across the day, which may have a slight or notable impact on the markets. The Final Services PMI is expected to be revised up toward 53.8 in December, up from 53.6 initially. However, and overall, the index posted 6 months of consecutive declines, reaching the lowest level since March of 2014. As for the ISM Non-Manufacturing PMI is expected to decline toward 58.2 in December, down from 59.3 in November. And finally, and most importantly, the factory orders is expected to decline by 0.3% in November, comparing to another decline of 0.7 in October, which would be the fourth monthly decline in a row, not seen since 2012. Back then, or if we go back to the history, and back then the Federal Reserve aspired the QE3 to support this sector. As for the market movements, the US dollar kept on rising across the board since the beginning of the year, or since the beginning of the week as well, reaching its 9-year high below or against most of the major currencies. The euro cracked below 1.19, reaching as an 18.64. West Texas crude also crashed below 50, reaching as low as 49.90s. Brent crude also slipped below or toward 52.66. Gold stabilizing around 1200, while the global equities are having the worst beginning of the year since years. We will have a look in details on the global markets in our 2015 outlook, which will be released as early as next week. This is it for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook and YouTube to get the latest economic releases, reports and analysis. Thank you for watching.